people leaving with bags of stuff. It's crazy.
God, it's 2024, isn't it?
It is. Look who I found. Are you enjoying yourself here at Retrocon, Chewbacca? Good time? Is that your favorite thing that you found here?
Yes.
The shark.
A lot of the...
Oh no, not the holy hand grenade! We're here in Pennsylvania. Oaks, Pennsylvania for Retrocon.
Yes.
That's right. As you can see, there's the Retrocon logo. We're going to go inside, see if we can find some stuff. We got here super late, so we're just going to go. It's going to be a quick intro. If you're familiar with this channel, there's like 5 other Retrocons on here, so you know what to expect. But let's hope we can find some cool stuff, right, Miss Amy?
Let's go.
We got the panels here as to what's going on. Got the weird toy contest, Nasty Boys. What do you think, Nasty Boys?
Apparently I missed something, but
Nasty Boy costume contest.
Nasty Boys.
apparently we're the only people that don't know who they are. So.
This guy's excited about the Nasty Boys. So, all right. I guess, I know, you should be yeah, I guess not. But you're not. You missed something.
Oh, that's the line for the ATM.
Oh, the ATM line. This is all the people that were like, I didn't bring enough cash, and I gotta have that toy.
Or I only brought a card, and the people that have the toy that I want don't accept it. Yeah, I have runs.
That's true.
Bring cash is king. You get better deals when you pay for cash.
I think these are Star Wars guys.
That's a safe assumption.
I don't really know for sure. I'm not familiar with the hairy guy, but I'm gonna guess he looks like that. Well, here we go. Go bots!
No bots.
No bots. We don't want no bots. Buy it. Do it. Buy the Jetfire. It's literally Santa. It's Santa. How come I see Santa everywhere now? You notice that?
Yeah, there was a Santa at the boardwalk.
Yeah, Santa at the boardwalk. Now Santa here. Can I have... Nice. Look what he bought. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Love your video.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So always lots of cool stuff, cool people. Retrocon's a great time. It's a fun show.
It really is, and honestly, I don't know if I ever remember it being this big.
Yeah, it seemed to me like this was by far the biggest one. I love these pillows.
They are awesome. I love when people take cool old vintage packaging and do cool stuff.
I had planned to grab that Turtle Pies pillow and forgot. So hopefully I run into these guys again because I...
Well, you can go to Brain Candy.
Oh, yeah.
And check them out.
That's a
and
great
buy
idea.
your turtle pie pillow.
That's right. And everyone should do that because turtle pies were magnificent.
Yes.
They were one of the best snacks of all time. What was your favorite snack when you were a kid?
I love a local treat that my grandparents used to get where they lived, and that was Tasty Cakes. Made these things called witchy treats that came out at Halloween. My grandpa would always buy a bunch for me. They were just a little tiny cake with chocolate frosting and orange sprinkles, and they were the best treat ever.
Yeah, it might be turtle pies for me. And if it's not turtle pies, then it was those WWF wrestling bars. Them things were incredible.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
Or Tato Skins.
Tato
Skins were damn good.
And I remember you saying that you remembered that from your childhood.
Yeah, that witch. And that's another thing. Like, I almost grabbed this witch, but I think my mom still has my one from childhood.
Nice.
Hopefully she does. So I would much rather have the one that I played with.
Yeah, definitely.
But that was very cool to see. Unlocked memory for sure.
Another unlocked memory from me. I used to eat the whole carton of gum at once and then get in trouble.
Yeah, no, those were. I remember those things. I had a relative that had a candy store who would let us go in there and just buy tons of stuff. The one with the most toys wins.
It is definitely a competition of sorts.
Some of the things you see, like that tired critters and this like goops thing, like I've seen them out of the package before, like here and there, stuff you don't normally see. So that was cool to see at this Retrocon. Huge variety of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much everything and anything from the past 40 years.
Hey guys.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Hey, my butt goes in the dark. So just so that's not taken out of context, I was wearing a glows-in-the-dark shirt. It wasn't like some random guy with a puppet said, hey, my butt glows in the dark.
I just thought maybe your butt also was glowing in the dark.
Yours does.
Oh.
Yours does, that's for sure. Salute to that guy right there.
Salute.
He had some great stuff. And I like see the old guy right there? I think that's great when you see like the generations of toy collectors that go to these things. I think that's fantastic. All ages enjoy these shows.
Definitely.
There's where all the sea sprays went right there.
All of them.
All of them.
Every single one.
I loved sea spray. But
apparently somebody else loved him more.
I've never seen so many sea sprays in my life, but it just goes to show you how many they sold.
Yeah.
I mean, you still find, even now, I still find sea spray and Warpath and some of those Cosmos in containers of Hot Wheels and stuff at yard sales. You still occasionally will find them. My cousin had this, that Jordan Jammer. It was just, that's what I'm saying right there with my hand signals.
You're just a huge Michael Jordan fan.
That Chippendale stuff.
I love how the Chippendales Bank and the Spider-Man have the same pose.
Yeah, right.
It's product placement.
I still see that Chippendale stuff out.
That's amazing that was...
I still see that. For some reason, at the flea market I go to, the New Jersey one, has always got Chippendale stuff out there.
That's so weird.
It is a strange thing. It's a strange phenomenon at that flea market. You can find a lot of Chippendales. That's cool. The Shredder, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yes. That blow mold was really cool, too.
Yeah, a lot of variety of stuff. Just so much stuff, no matter what you collect. I mean, it was all...
And I'm saying here how I also like Figment.
Yeah, it was a used stand.
And I love
Figments.
Random plush. But that guy does, too, apparently.
Yeah, he was buying that
Congrats.
Right there.
He's like, no, I need this Figment right now. Which is amazing, because there was like 20 different Figments there. He's like, no, I need this one immediately.
Yeah, that's specific Figment.
I get that, though. Sometimes just that one thing you see just speaks to you. This stand was really cool. There's a lot of really cool vintage Halloween along the back.
This is pretty much where I bought everything that I got at Retrocon, was this stand.
Yeah, out of everybody in this building, he got the most money out of you, that's for sure.
And I know this guy. He's a great dealer, and I've known him for years, and he's always got cool stuff, great variety of stuff. He used to be up in Allentown before they closed the mall. He had a great store there. And so when I seen these on the back, I was just like, well, these are coming home with me.
Yeah, you just kind of started scooping them up after a few minutes.
Yeah, all the ones I didn't have. In hindsight, I probably should have bought all of them. I mean, they're all priced pretty fairly, and but I bought most of them. So what can you do?
Yes, you definitely did, and you guys will see that at the end of the video. We are here with Joel. What have you got here? You got some good stuff, I see.
Cool things, some horror stuff for my wife, Michael Myers.
Nice.
Some lunch boxes and some other toys for my son, who's a big fan of yours.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. What's his name?
Chasen.
Jason. Thank you so much for watching, Jason. We got your dad here, so you'll have to come out with him next time.
Yep, we will. All right. Thank
Well,
you,
it's
guys.
great to meet you.
All right, thank you.
Getting some more masks.
God, I feel like this is the one that's sitting on top of the thing right now.
It probably is.
It's the one I bought from
but
Tesco.
I think we did buy this one from
This
Tesco.
is the one I bought from Tesco. It is. I know it is. Tesco even had that price thing on the inside. Ben Cooper.
Yeah.
I have this sitting on top. I don't need this one. But I don't think I even have this mask.
That's the Spooky Spooks movie.
That's it. I'd have to get that one.
Yeah.
If it didn't have a crack in it, it'd be a lot more.
Pick up today.
Today we are collecting Pokemon Tomies at Retrocon, and so far we've had some luck. So my name is Austin, and this is Erica.
Hi, Carl.
So thank you for your videos. We really appreciate it. You guys really show us some good places to go, and that's why we're here. You know, we see every video, so I'm glad. I hope to see your post soon.
Definitely. Well, stay tuned this week, guys. It'll be up, and it's great to meet
Cool.
you guys.
Thank
Thanks for
you. Nice to
watching.
meet you.
Take care, guys.
I'm not familiar. How cool. How cool. Look, it's Chewbacca.
That's amazing.
It's Chewbacca. There's an R2. There's a bunch of... It's a speeder bike. Look at this. How cool is that? That's too funny.
I love it.
I guess that's how big Chewbacca would actually be, too, right? I mean, he
That's
would be.
impressive.
Oh, that's all right. I don't want to cramp your style.
Look who I found. Are you enjoying yourself here at Retrocon, Chewbacca? Good times? No dark side, nothing like that. Everything's good. Here's the Fall Guy truck. Dukes of Hazzard car.
1, 2, mic check.
18 van. Guy was doing a long mic check. Did you hear that? a lot of good cosplayers here, though. I love the cosplay stuff. People getting all seriously into it, and it was funny. It was like all ages too. Really cool costumes this year.
A lot of families
lot of
cosplaying together,
families.
which was cool to see.
Very rare. That's not very rare. Witch is a really cool game. But
There's
it's
actually
not
like
very
3
rare.
of them just at this convention.
That Dungeon Master game, though, my cousin had that thing. I remember us trying to play that once, and none of us could figure it out, so we said, the hell with it. And I don't think any of us ever touched it again, but
Seance, though.
it was cool to see. This is a great costume.
Yeah, it is.
This costume was better than the toy line. Sorry, Centurion's fans, but this the costume was great.
It's a very impressive
Man, that was
cosplay.
a really good costume. That guy hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
He should have won. I don't know if he did, but he should have if he didn't.
For sure.
I vote him as the winner.
Yes, and they do have a costume contest, of course.
Yeah, lots of great stuff though. Here's this is Bobby's World Toys.
And Bobby's got some cool bullet molds. Those Frankensteins are great. The Dracula's great. The ghosts are great. Some cool
Yeah, I
ones.
used to use those Draculas on stage. That's the IV Draculas.
Oh, yes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Cool
they
to see them.
great stage props.
I don't own any of them anymore.
Mm.
My old bass player inherited them. What are you gonna do?
Sad
What are you gonna do?
times.
Casualties of
What you're
rock
going to
and
do
roll.
is you're going to buy them back when you have the room.
I love the Mars Attacks. See
Yeah,
that
it's
over
great.
there? That thing's great.
You know that look killer under black light.
Oh, beautiful.
Some Ewoks. Voltron.
Castle Grayskull.
Yes. Talking Pee-wee
Pee-wees.
doll. Terry.
Crash Test Dummies. I remember. See, that was a toy line too that hit the clearance rack pretty fast. I remember those
Yeah.
for years. You could find for like next to nothing.
Yeah, they were a weird thing.
I can remember that aircraft carrier. I remember once finding an empty aircraft carrier box
Wow.
on the side of the road, thinking like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is in there." But it was actually just old newspapers that somebody had stored in there. But still,
Yeah, somebody
the
would have paid for that box.
The box is like sometimes certain boxes are worth
Yeah.
more than the toys are. You know,
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's great box art, and it.
I would imagine that box is probably worth a pretty penny for sure.
Oh yeah, it invokes nostalgia, and that's a powerful thing. I don't get money out of the pockets, but of course we got some cool Shoguns.
And if anybody knows about getting money out of the pocket,
it's not me.
it's you.
It's definitely not me.
This is one of
Like,
those.
comment, subscribe, guys.
It's one of those stands. There was a lot. Is this this was the one guy, right? Where like
Yeah,
behind
just
him was just
ridiculous
mind blowing
stuff.
stuff. Okay, yeah. This
Yeah,
stand,
they're about to see it.
he always has incredible stuff, but at this particular show, he like brought out some real hammer pieces.
Yeah,
Right
here you
there,
go.
like you see the Crystar Castle and the Black Star Ice Castle. I mean, you don't see those pieces. Black Star Target Game. These are things you just don't see anywhere.
Yeah.
Whether at toy shows or anything. I mean, you very rarely see these
That's
things.
rare.
Yeah, I don't know how much the Ice Castle was, but the Crystar Castle was 2,000.
Whew.
So yeah, big boy toys here at this stand.
Yeah, where are you going to find it, though?
But he's always got great stuff. I always wonder where people find things like that, though. Boxed
Gotta
alien.
be private collections.
You know, just... Yeah, I don't even know how you find that amount of stuff to be able to bring to a show, like crazy stuff.
I know.
Mr. Lobo's here at Retrocon. Look, there he is.
Are you sure this isn't Monster Bash?
He might be a cosplayer.
Wait a second.
He might be a cosplayer.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a cosplayer. It's not the real Mr. Lobo.
Couldn't possibly.
It's not.
We're going to tell him, though, you're impersonating him.
I love old advertising like this. Old school soda cans with happy days on them. I just love things like that. It's cool old advertising.
Yeah, those are really cool. You see people save bottles a lot, but you don't really see too many cans.
That's true. That's true. Some crazy Transformers here. Look, you got all the Fortress Maximus, Omega Supreme, all boxed, all nice. There was like 10 boxed Fortress Maximus figures.
Yeah, there was definitely more in
nuts.
this room than I think I've ever seen at one show.
Great AHI Batplane, some cool superhero stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Tiger Sharks. I mean, if you collected, it was pretty much all here, except for...
Monsters.
Yeah, there was a lack, as usual, of classic monster stuff. But outside of that, it was all pretty much here.
It's hard out here for us monster kids.
I love seeing Fort Max, though. He's still my favorite Transformer.
Definitely. Heathcliff, I love him. He's so cute. I used to watch that. I used to love Polly Pocket. I was like real little.
Oh, Polly Pockets.
I had Polly Pockets when I was little. I think every girl that time did.
What, had Polly Pockets?
And Little's Pet Shop. I like Little's Pet Shop.
One thing the show was really good for was a lot of like import toys, a lot of Japanese toys, a lot of different, not just Transformers too. I mean, there were a lot of like Japanese robots. There was like a lot of like oddball muscle figures and stuff. It was quite a few things. That was crazy. Hulk 181.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the same vendor that had Hulk 181 at ZoloCon.
Yeah, that was really expensive. I remember looking at the price thinking that was really expensive.
That's pretty neat. I've definitely never seen a duck hair dryer.
Dude, my grandmother had that duck hand.
Really?
Yeah, she had that thing. I don't know why, but she had it.
That's amazing.
I want to believe she used it, but I'm not sure. I never saw her use it, but I know she had it. I remember seeing it.
That would have been amazing.
She was like a sucker for that stuff. She used to buy like the Floby and all the weird things.
She loved a gimmick.
That was probably a gimmick thing she picked up off of TV.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of cool cards, lots of cool stuff. I know we keep saying cool, but it really was.
Yeah. There's something for just about everybody here.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good care. Don't put your hair down anywhere because I might steal it.
Trade it for some GoBots.
There you go.
Yeah, deal. Even a knockoff.
Yeah. Guess what? Look who I ran into. It's Jason Diamond. Follow his channel. I'll put a link below. I'm sure you do anyway. If you watch his channel, you watch his channel. But in case you don't, I'll put it down there in the box. And if you like my stuff, you'll love his stuff. And if you got any cool Kiss stuff, contact him. He likes Kiss stuff. It's Batgirl. How awesome. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic. These water squirters from the 90s. I'm still of the mindset where it's like if it's 90s, it's newer. Even though the reality is like the stuff's 30 years old.
I know, it's just we can't accept that it's technically vintage now.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're cool though. I mean, those are made really well.
They are awesome.
That would be fun to like squirt them at you. I don't know. Sunny. I
Cher.
see those around a lot too.
Yeah.
Tough to sell those. Tough to sell Sunny and Cher dolls and Farrah dolls and stuff. You know, you got to have the right guy, the right person to come along for those. And they're always in the box too. Every time you see like a
like, did
Sonny
anybody take these things out to play
Nobody
with
played
them?
with Sonny Bono. Nobody.
No.
Cher didn't even play with Sonny Bono. Nobody played with Sonny.
Poor
It's
Sonny.
like you always see them like mint in the box,
disrespected.
always in mint condition.
That's
always
a
in the box.
hilarious car seat, by the way.
That was cool. The Dick Tracy lunchbox. I would have tried to peel off those Wacky Pack stickers though.
Yeah.
I think that hurts a lot of times.
Yeah, unless like you're the kid that put those stickers there,
Yeah.
you want them off.
Yeah, I would have definitely tried to get them off. There's an Oscar Goldman.
Nice.
I think he was priced well at $100.
Yeah.
Fembot. There's a Fembot in the back. You don't normally see the Fembot. You always see Bionic Woman. You always see $6 Million Man. But,
Always.
you know, some of the other ones like Bigfoot and Fembot and stuff, you don't see those. Those are neat. Those knockoff Mego-looking thriller things.
They are cool. You see them once in a while.
I remember buying them. I was at the Elephant's Trunk flea market once, and I bought a whole box of them for $5 a piece. And it was in the pouring rain, so the figures had gotten soaking wet.
Oh.
So, but I wound up opening them all up. And I'll tell you a really strange story, too. I remember to this day when I bought those figures, because I had sold them for super cheap online, and Michael Jackson died. And the price of them went absolutely bananas
That's
that day,
crazy.
because you know how that always happens.
Yeah.
So I did it bad, and I didn't actually wind up selling them. I decided to keep them instead. So,
Yeah, I mean, it gives
True
you that
confession
little
time
bit
here
of
on
a
Dark Red
nostalgia, and you're
Dracula.
like, maybe I should keep these.
yeah. So I canceled the sale.
You're like, no, I'm going to hold on to these.
Changed my mind. And thank you to this guy right here, because I did take that Kit Kat and eat it. Ate it. Ate it.
Eat it, whatever. I know. I like when, vendors put a little candy out for us famished toy mutants that come along after not eating breakfast and are just dragging through the convention,
I know.
debating whether or not they should get a pretzel or wait until they leave to eat.
I love seeing these.
Those are great.
I love seeing those. Those are great. I just love seeing any monsters. I don't care if it's a creature from the Black Lagoon keychain. I just love seeing it.
I know, there's not enough monsters.
There's not enough
Even
monsters.
the little new Mego werewolf next to him was
That's
awesome.
fine. Anything. Just give me my monsters.
Yes. For all, that's what we're in search for every time we leave the house, essentially.
That's true. And it amazes me, though, like, just in the sheer magnitude of stuff that you see, I mean, you do see things, of course, Elvira,
That's cool.
that was neat. You see a piece here and piece there, but I see more Wonder Bread He-Man figures than I do AHIs.
That's true.
I mean, that is true. I see Wonder Bread He-Man all the time, and I never see AHIs, and I never see Lincolns. Like, I know
No,
the
you're never
stuff's
gonna see
rare,
Lincoln.
but I mean, still,
rare.
Wonder Bread He-Man's rare,
Yeah.
supposedly, but yet
apparently
I see him a lot.
AHI monsters are more rare. But there's some
This little
monsters.
creature.
And, of course,
There he is.
your dad. I love that grip. If you don't know, that's actually him in the car. I know a couple of you have asked to see him. That's him in that vehicle.
That is my dad in the car, right
yes.
there.
So that is him. Now you have all seen him in all his glory. He's going to kill you.
Although he's Mr. Wizard now.
He's going to kill both of us.
It's his original era.
Before he was the wizard, he was the Flintstone. This is awesome.
Yeah,
That's rare.
that is rare. That's extremely
That's
rare.
rare. All
That
of
is-
this over here
Yeah,
is.
he had great stuff. Super, super great stuff. But that right there, super rare piece. And I've only ever come across a Thundercats big wheel once before. This is only the second one I've ever seen in person. So, tough piece to find. And Snarf.
I love Snarf. He's so cute. That's not the original one. I think that's the one they did in 2012. But it's so well made. He's so cute.
So I don't have a price on it. I just wanted, so this was on the episode of Pawn Stars I did. So I just kind of brought it, more of a conversation piece because I know many people don't ever get to see this. So I just kind of wanted to do that to let people see it. You know what I mean? Kind of just to talk to people because I know it's getting a lot of attention.
Oh, for sure.
But I don't even know. I don't even have I don't want to sell it price. You know what I mean? Because I can't even imagine what that even goes for.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted wanted to say I've seen your channel before. I watched your videos on it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, no
Thanks.
problem. Of course.
Thanks.
I think I'm actually subscribed to you on it. I'm the Thundercats toy guy. Yeah.
Oh, you did this?
Yes, I'm the author. What's going on? My name is Sean Buddha McEwen. I'm the author of The Hall of Omens, the unofficial ultimate guide to Thundercats toys and beyond. And I'm just kind of hanging out here. We're actually talking about the Thundercats.
This.
What's that?
This Thundercats big wheel right here.
Yes, amazing.
Which is on sale right now for $35. If you were here, you could buy it, but since you're not, you can't.
Exactly, you're missing out. I don't know why you didn't come to Retrocon. You could have left with this.
You could have left with that.
Why didn't you?
But you can get the book. Where can you get the book online?
You can go to Thundercats. You can go to ThundercatsToyGuide.com. We are currently into our third printing, and the first and second printing completely sold out. We're going to be getting in the third printing very shortly. If you go online to the website, we do direct you to Big Bad Toy Store because they currently have them on sale there. But the third printing will be available at the website very shortly. As soon as it comes in, we're going to be updating the social medias to let everybody know that they can go ahead and get it there.
Awesome.
Awesome. We got Sammy from South Philly here. He checks out the channel. He's awesome. What'd you pick up today, Sammy?
Oh, he's got a whole bag of goodies.
I was looking for the Migos. They look like Migos. These are cool.
No, you gotta
But
have
they didn't
those.
have the creature though.
Oh, he's so
I was
hard to
looking for the
find.
creature.
Wow. We love those.
But you guys are the best stuff.
Good. Thank you.
We're here at Retrocon with Isaac. So what'd you find today? Did you find any cool stuff this weekend?
Not yet. Still looking. Still selling.
All right. So what would be like the coolest thing, like this, like number one on your radar? You're hoping to here this weekend.
Probably the Batman figures on the other side.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fingers crossed that they are going to be leaving with you this weekend.
It was great to meet so many cool people at this show. There was so many nice people, and it was awesome to meet them.
Definitely.
There's some killer toys in here, right here. I love seeing, not the Dune sandworm, but the Star Wars.
Not you, Dune.
The Star Wars. I love seeing the early bird set like that. I want to get one of these at some point. It's not like super high on the list, but I do want to get one. I just think that of all the Star Wars pieces that exist, I just feel like that's like the piece. It's where it all started. It's where it all comes from. And just that on display with the little backdrop is just fantastic.
Oh, definitely. And I love that little box of monsters, which you're going to see us go through that in a minute. But I just think that's so cool. And there's a lot of really good variety at this table.
I think that guy was looking for the Freddy Krueger one. There's like a little knockoff Freddy that comes in that set.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And I think that's what he was looking for in the box. There's a Weird Balls spitball hat. That's a Froggy Flips piece. If he doesn't already have it, that would have been something for Froggy Flips right there.
Oh, for sure. But here, of course, is the aforementioned box of monsters.
Say that word, super what?
Monstrous. I think. I don't know. I probably terribly wrong on that.
Yeah, there's some really neat ones in here, but Freddy does come in this box. There is actually a Freddy Krueger one.
Yeah, I'm sure that
But
that
he's not
was...
in there. He was like probably the first one to go.
Oh, I'm sure.
But there's some neat ones. There's like a Dracula Frankenstein. I don't know. Maybe would she be a she-wolf? She looks like a hammer girl.
Yes, with really big hands. An executioner.
Very good, yeah.
I know.
What else
Well,
you
he
got?
had somebody's head in his hand. That's kind of a safe assumption. Got the devil.
Yeah.
I think there's... You pull out a really cool skeleton at some point. Frankenstein. There he is.
That's a good shot of Frankenstein.
I know. Sometimes they don't come into focus. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. But yeah, I like this little skeleton. I always like little skeleton figures. I think they're adorable.
There's Doctor Who. He was there,
Yes.
making an appearance.
And this is Snackula, whenever you open a bag of chips.
And Godzilla.
And Wu-Tang Chucky.
We're here with Tim. Tim is here hanging
What's
out.
up? This is about action figures, YouTube.
Oh yeah, check him out. We'll put the link below.
And
right
hit
here.
their subscribe button. Good people.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, how do we miss it? It is a vintage of Andy's dad. That's amazing. Oh, you got Dino too?
Yeah, he's right back there.
Oh, I love it. Nice. Gotta love vintage Dino.
That's a nice one.
Those are awesome. I have to tell him to come back and get it first day.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Retrocon, what's your name?
Jersey Geek, YouTube, Instagram.
Nice, awesome. It's so nice to meet you guys, and we're gonna put the link right here.
Yep.
Go subscribe to them. Check it out.
We have his dad right here in the booth.
Yes, and they're the ones that have Andy's dad right over there. Nice little vintage Fred Flintstone. We love it.
And vintage Dino.
And vintage Dino.
Yep.
So if you're here, well, by the time we post this, Retrocon will be over.
Yeah, exactly.
But where are you guys gonna be next?
I think we're done for the year. Retrocon's always our biggest show.
That's a great
Yeah,
show.
we're done after that. And then we don't really start preparing until January, February when they start mentioning for recommending for next year.
Oh, okay. All right, well, subscribe to them so you know where to find them, pick up some stuff.
Yep.
We are making a purchase here from Jersey Geek.
Can't leave my dad behind.
No, we can't leave his father behind.
Can't leave your dad behind.
And he's got a Slayer wallet. I'm in love already.
Well, we got Fred has been acquired. Awesome. Lots of cool cosplay here. Oh, that's too funny. If you remember from one of our previous episodes, Andy was saying, maybe I should have got them. Here they are. But will he buy them?
I know. I thought about it, but it's like, I don't know how hard it is to get the figures complete. You don't really see them too much, and I don't know. And then if you got nice ones, would you want to put them into packages that were open? Probably not.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
And there's for all the boomers out there, they have their own bubble gum. I've never seen that before.
Boomer gum.
Boomer gum.
And this creepy Marilyn Manson
Yeah,
thing.
I was surprised that was $300. I remember seeing that like a bunch of times in clearance. It's like some of the things you should have picked up, you know?
Yeah.
The older stuff that was like in the clearance section of Spencer's and stuff. It's like, man, if you only knew, right?
Hindsight.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Some Tron cards. Zap It gun. I remember that Zap It gun. You'd shoot it was like the invisible ink.
Oh,
You would shoot
yeah, I
that,
remember
and
that.
was like,
Okay.
man, that was fun.
Those
That
are cool.
was a fun thing. I need to get one of those now.
I know,
I
but
can shoot you with it.
like, what is this? What's wrong with this shirt? Like, oh yeah, it's the stupid zapper gun. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that big time. The mad scientist dissect an alien. That was definitely something I had. It's funny though, some things that, I had when I was a kid, I don't have any desire to own now.
Yeah, there's
It's like
some
a
stuff
weird,
that just like you got
I'm like
the
a
memory.
really strange person because the stuff I collect is all from way before my time. It's basically my dad's era of toys. That's the stuff I like to collect, which is really strange, I don't like my own stuff. Doesn't make sense. I love the Cylon. He was
awesome.
great. That was a great costume.
Yeah, really, really well.
I don't know if
done.
he could see anybody though. He had the Knight Rider, eye going, so I'm not sure he could see anybody. But man, he looked cool.
That's all that matters.
It doesn't matter if you can see people or you bump into anybody as long as you can look cool.
I would have been bumping into everybody. I would have fallen over kids.
I think you'd make a
would've
cute
felt terrible.
Cylon. You should do that. You
You're
should
like,
cosplay
oh, look, it's a
as
little
Cylon.
kid Cylon. Like, I'm an adult. Oh. How awkward.
Paperboy.
Yes.
It's my favorite video game of all time.
I'm still terrible at it.
I love that game. Love it. Those watches are great. Remember those? The little calculator watches and the little robot watch. Well, you don't remember. You don't know.
That was a little before me.
They were pretty cool.
They are cool.
That was like a big deal. How about bop bags, right?
I did have bop bags.
Yeah, bop bags were crazy.
You would get like all hype as a kid and try to wreck it.
I know. Let's teach kids to beat the crap out of stuff. What a weird...
Another Wonder Bread
See
He-Man.
another Wonder Bread He-Man.
But yet no AHIs
No
or
AHIs.
Lincolns.
No. I didn't even see like Amigo Dracula in this place.
No.
Which was crazy, But
There was some Remcos there.
Yep, I seen the Remcos, but no larger Remcos. I didn't see a single one of those. Not even like a random Mummy or Dracula. But I didn't see any AHIs or any of that kind of stuff. So.
Yes, we need to see more of that at toy shows.
Well, I mean, it's rare. And you know what? Why would you want to sell them? I mean, I have mine,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't sell mine either. So I can understand why they don't appear
Touche.
here. If I had a Wonder Bread He-Man or a AHI creature, bye-bye He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man's the one that's going to get sold.
Yeah. Cool piece, though.
Yeah, definitely.
I like seeing this, like that stuff. Like I remember attacking my brother with that shield and the sword and stuff. That was always cool to see. So I like that.
I know, it's...
Anything that reminds me of wrecking my brother is really cool.
Well, didn't you say beat him with a Skeeter doll?
All right, I never really beat him. That's right. That's a little extreme.
You attacked him?
Just
assaulted?
Yeah, I mean, roughhoused.
Yeah, I mean, we growing up when
maybe
we
a little
did,
excessively.
Yes. It was all in good fun. And they'd always get us back. And both of our siblings are much younger than, well, my siblings are a lot younger than me. So, like, I really couldn't mess around and roughhouse with them. So I did kind of miss out on that. But they would definitely take stuff out on me. And knowing I couldn't retaliate because of the age difference.
There were about 15 Castle Grayskulls here in the box,
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
But it's such an awesome toy.
Oh, and the box art is just beautiful. That's one thing about the 80s toys that are kind of unmatched, is the beautiful artwork on them.
Mm. Here's a big booty King Kong. Beetlejuice.
Yeah, there's a lot of Beetlejuice stuff here.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the new movie coming out.
There's a No-Bots puzzler. A knockoff. I don't get the GoBots thing. I don't know.
Well, you grew up with Transformers, and you grew up with family members that worked at Hasbro, so...
I know, but... That was a piece I was surprised I didn't even ask how much that was. That could have been cheap. I'm sure it wasn't, but... The Popey Spider-Man. I've always wanted one of those in the box. I love the Japanese artwork for those. I don't know. Sometimes you do that at toy shows. There's so much stuff. That
overwhelming.
You get overwhelmed. You forget to ask the price of something, or you wind up in the first aisle and you're like, I don't want to spend everything right now because I might, aisle number 3 might have something insane. And so it does get tough to try to figure out, like, all right, do I pull the trigger on this? Do I wait? Like, there's a process, kids. There's a process.
Yeah, because it's always that time that you spend the bulk of your money on something and you turn around the corner and there's something that was, like, really high on your wish list for a decent price, and you're just like, what have I done?
Yeah, and then I cry and call my mom. Like, Mom, I need to borrow money.
She's like, why?
Why?
What did you do?
I'm like, don't worry about it. I found a Fonzie book where he looks like Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
I gotta have it.
To get fluffy hair Fonz magazines.
And a New Kids toy case.
Yes.
That was awesome. My cousin had this thing. He used to throw his dirty socks in there, which might be what it was meant for. I don't know.
The disrespect.
But he had that R2-D2. I think it is a laundry thing.
Probably
But
is.
he used it as that.
How dare him.
This I love seeing because it's got a Child World price sticker.
An Ultimate Warrior punching somebody.
Yeah. That was little kid me at the Civic Center right there.
Yeah, you got knocked out by Ultimate Warrior at the Civic Center. That dinosaur looks so much like Snackula when she, like, perches up.
Oh, yeah. This is great. My buddy Will picked this up. A Marx Frankenstein. I know he got a great deal on it, too. I remember him telling me the price, and I remember thinking, like, only you, Will, would get this kind of a deal. He gets a Will deal.
He does come across some great deals.
He gets the Will deals. He wills them into existence.
There you go.
But what a great piece right there, the Marx Frankenstein. Yes. Cool to see one of those.
Congrats on that pickup, because that is awesome.
And he got a goofy grape funny face mask, too.
Yeah.
So he wins. He won the show.
He won the show. He found some awesome stuff. He won the show. Even if it was just those two things.
There was Sean Cassidy. Sean was over there with Parker Stevenson, Hardy Boys dolls.
And Eric Estrada.
I love seeing that stuff. There's a lot of cool things here. This dealer's always got great stuff, too.
Oh, yeah. We always see him at Toys for the Ages, too, and it's just ridiculous
Yeah, he's
stuff.
always got the mega stand at Toys for the Ages.
Yeah.
This was a smaller, more condensed version of his insane stuff that he brings to the shows.
Yeah, he has, like, a city block at Toys for the Ages.
I know.
It's like he has the greatest
piled
stuff.
12 feet high, too, of just amazing toys.
Yeah, there's just a wall of toys.
Yeah, always great stuff. Always
Definitely.
cool to see all these different things. Like, and it's like, it's always in great condition, too. Like, if you look, like, everything's mint, everything's packaged, like, nice, and there's Toy Cantina.
Yes, and we're going to be going to check out Toy Cantina soon. We're going to do an episode.
Wait, I lied. There's a Remco Frankenstein right there.
There he is.
Wow. Never mind. Forget everything I just said this entire episode. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Why are you always lying? But, see, there's just so much stuff that you didn't even notice that when you walked by it.
I think he was really expensive.
He may have been.
I may have balked at the price.
You're like, oh,
That's
I would never.
Yeah. How dare you?
I got mine for a fraction of that price. Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
probably.
Yep.
Here we are having fun.
Nice. How's
Making
the
a
show
little bit
going?
of money. It's a good show.
Yeah.
That's Craig, the promoter of the Toy Dome show that happens in Delaware. You can find those episodes on the channel. We've hit up a few of those, and it's a good toy show. Always a good toy show in Delaware. There's two really good toy shows. That one and the one at the Nurse Shrine. Both great shows. And here's John's table. We love John here. John is a fellow monster kid like us, and he's always got really cool stuff for other monster kids to buy, as well as, of course, a variety. But we're partial here to the old school monsters. He's always got great stuff. Mighty Men and Monster Maker. That was something my cousins had. I remember getting that from a yard sale that they were having. My cousins always used to have yard sales all the time. My mom would bring stuff there and get rid of my stuff. Thanks, Mom. And
But you would.
but I would see anything cool like that, and I'd be like, "Oh, can I have this?" And they'd let me have it, which was nice. So I had a lot of older toys like that, which is cool. So
Nice.
shout out to my Aunt Cheryl for that.
Yes, the hookup.
The hookup. John's always got great monsters. Always cool things in here, as you can see. Coffin banks and
I love
neat
those
little
coffin banks.
robots and fun stuff and masks to creep out your friends and monster coloring books. It's always a good variety.
Yeah. John also loves monsters, and you'll see that he usually has a lot of Frankenstein stuff. Safe to assume that's
I
his
never
favorite
actually
monster.
asked him that. That'll have to be my next thing. I'll have to ask him what his favorite monster is. I never did that.
I'm guessing it's Frankenstein. He always has a lot of cool Frankenstein stuff.
All right, we'll see. It should be the creature.
And I would love to get this record because my neighbors drive me nuts on the daily.
Yeah, they're actually doing it right now.
Yeah.
So. And there's the classic Don Post monster mask calendar from the 60s. That thing has masks that you'll never find inside of it. So if you want to see them, you got to get that calendar.
It's the only way. But you can see your dad as a mask.
That's true.
And this, Dr. Shock, it's time for a draft fact.
The legendary Dr. Shock.
Yes.
One of my favorites, for sure. And this, of course, I wasn't going to leave you hanging. I had to at least show you what was inside. So here's some of the impossible to find masks. I mean, how cool.
That'd be amazing to have.
How cool. I mean, these are just like next level. These
Yeah.
are just next level. So cool. Now, if this had been intact, I would have bought it. I have one like this that's cut. Most of the time when you find them, they are cut like this. I think it was probably to just sell the remaining inventory, figuring, well, it's not the 60s anymore, so we got to cut the dates off. So they,
Yeah.
cut it off to sell the inventory. But I have yet to find one that's still intact, so I am looking for one of those with the calendar still intact on it.
That would be cool to find. Here's some cool later monster stuff. Always fun to see. And
I think it was Burger King.
yeah, I
think
was
it
going to
said.
say, I
Like
think it was a
kid's
Burger
meal.
King logo. I don't know if I remember them or not. I don't know what year those were.
It's that like 90s aesthetic, so it's probably
yeah.
90s, I would have to assume.
Definitely, then. Yeah, always good to see a creature figure.
I like the hideous sun demon figure that was there.
Yeah, that's
I should have filmed that a little closer. That was neat.
And possibly bought it. But if you filmed it closer, you would have wanted it.
That's true. I mean, that's one of those things too. There's a couple of prototypes,
That's crazy.
different things. Big Jim action figure. I'm not familiar with that line of stuff, but I mean, $2,000. It's probably pretty rare.
Pretty rare.
I don't know about a $600 GoBot. Something's wrong there. So I'm gonna call bullcrap on that one. You got me out of your mind to
It's a
spend
lot for a GoBot.
$600 for a GoBot. Not now, not ever. That's no bots.
No bots.
The no bots. But I don't know. If you collect GoBots though, for some reason, let me know in the comments why.
I'm sure by now they definitely have already let you know because you've talked so much crap on them.
I just want to know why. I don't know.
Not mad, I'm just disappointed.
I mean, some stuff I get. I really do. Thundercats. I love Thundercats. I love Transformers G1s. I love, and some of the oddball toy lines and stuff too. But once you start getting into the GoBots and the, I don't know,
You just can't handle it.
Even Mask, I'm not a big fan of. Sometimes you'd have those aunts and stuff that would buy you things.
So like how it's like those Transformers. I love
It's
it.
similar,
No.
yeah. Yeah, all my aunts did talk like that too. That's very good. That covered the bases of
The
all
New
of them.
England aunt accent.
You covered the bases. But I love. It's not that I don't love cheaper toys. I mean, I think that's cool.
Didn't your dad collect Zorro?
My dad's got a great Zorro collection.
I think all my
classic
dad
stuff.
collected was like Marlboro points. So that's good to see.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, my dad loves Guy Williams. That's one of his. I think that is his favorite actor. Is Guy Williams. He loves them.
Yeah, oddly enough, I'm the first collector in my family, so it's kind of weird, I guess, being the only one.
It's crazy when stuff like that survives, like the
Yeah.
the ET shoes. Buster Brown ET shoes is amazing.
Somebody probably
see
just
that.
bought them, and like maybe they were for Christmas, and by the time Christmas rolled around, they didn't fit the kid.
Yeah, I don't. It's a strange thing that certain things that survive. It makes sense, like when I was collecting Monster cereal boxes, which thankfully I still have because they're priced insane now. It was one of those things where couponers would save them.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why a lot of them survive. It's not because people saved the boxes necessarily because the artwork was cool. It was just because
proof of
couponers would
purchase.
save them for those reasons, and then they'd get stored in attics and stuff. So we flew by a lot of cool stuff here. Wolfman puzzle was neat.
Yeah, Wolfman in a can.
Wolfman in a can.
I can't not call it that. Every time I see it, that's what pops in my head.
Wolfman's cans.
Wolfcan. Terrible dad jokes.
Yeah,
But you gotta get that Knight Rider visor.
that's cool. Little kid me would have wanted that big time.
I thought you had a beef with visors.
Yeah, but not with Knight Rider. I mean, you would have looked badass on a Knight Rider big wheel with that. Who didn't love those, right? Those
I know,
those
I think
changeable robots.
those
with the
were so
food.
much fun.
The food ones were cool. I don't know about them other whack ones, but the cool ones were neat.
Yeah.
And I just said whack, and nobody said whack in like 20 years, so.
Yeah. This is also retro. Retrocon comes complete with retro terminology.
That thing say pee-pee face? What the hell was that?
Probably.
And yet another boxed Fortress Maximus. I know when I was trying to get Fortress Maximus in the box, I never ever saw one boxed ever.
It's because you were looking for
Because
it.
I was looking for it. And now I go to shows and it's like I see like 5 at every show at least.
Yeah, there seems to be a billion of
It's
them now.
crazy. It's just crazy how many of them are around now. Up there you got some Universal Monster cookie jars.
That's cool. I'd probably have fallen for that gimmick. Again, it's more cosplay. I don't know what Batman could be telling Pikachu, but I'm loving the interaction.
I'm thinking it was something very important. Some kind of serious bat business.
Yeah, he's like, listen, Pikachu, I can't do this. This is a you job. But what could that job have been? Comment below.
So much stuff with that stylized art on it.
Yeah, that
With
90s.
That 90s Universal Monster stuff.
A free Newport camera. That's something my family would have collected, apparently.
Yeah. I know one of those was in somebody's toy box at some point. I'll give it to the kids.
That's probably mine. Me and my big Fisher-Price toy box. Newport camera in it.
Oh my god.
We grew up a little differently. But still very much the same in some weird way. I mean, you got some secondhand smoke as a kid, right?
Of course. Way too much of it. Way too much of it.
Those are awesome.
Oh, all the Mego box stuff is great. Yeah. I love it when you see them in the box. The
Oh,
box
yeah.
is everything. And this was a set of Kiss dolls buried underneath here. I think I kind of moved that bin aside. There was some great stuff in here. And very priced well. This dealer had some really good deals. I hope somebody picked up some of these things because like the Electric Company Spider-Man I think was priced at like $300, which is great in the Electric Company box. And of course the set of Mego Kiss dolls, always good to see those. And they were in great shape too. So I think what it is that more and more of that era stuff is coming into the marketplace. I think that's really what it comes down to because, let's face it, you can't take it with you. People are checking out, and these collections are starting to make their way back into the marketplace. So you're seeing more of the 70s stuff and the early 80s stuff.
I wish that wasn't why.
Yeah, but
But
it
it's
is.
an unfortunate side of
It
collecting
is.
that it's just a sad reality. These are awesome, though.
Love them. I love these. I wish they were variants of all of them. Like, there is for the Wolfman with the blue pants and the red pants, but I wish each of them had a cool variant, too. I love those. I don't know what else you would have done for the other guys.
And, like, they could have done a couple more monsters, too, really.
Dracula.
Yeah.
You know, Dracula's
Phantom.
so missing from that.
That's great. I got it. Thank you. Thank you.
I know you. I know you.
Yeah, I think so.
He knows it. See?
Wow.
Now we've arrived. Batman knows us.
Batman knows us.
You're not somebody until Batman knows you.
That's true.
Give me $2 on the shirt. $2.
$2 on his shirt. I can see my reflection in his visor. Wow. Surprised. Some things are sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
It's Ultraman. Awesome. Beetlejuice.
Hey, how you doing? Where else are you going to find a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat poster than at Retrocon?
Yeah, this is probably the only time I've ever seen one.
That's true. It's true. And there's such a variety of stuff, too. I mean, this is one of those shows, it's going to take you hours and hours and hours to go through this show because there's just bags of stuff. There's stuff under tables. There's stuff behind tables, boxes. Like this guy, he had all kinds, like an eclectic mix of oddball gaming stuff
Another
that I've
Witch
never
Witch.
seen. Yes, another Witch. There was like 7 Witches. See, so it's not very rare because there's like 7 of them at this show. But see, a lot of like oddball video game era stuff, an old answering machine, like just interesting stuff.
And a cute, super cute little puppy. She was a tiny little baby, and I got to pet her.
Yep, it's always cool when you see the little pups.
Yes.
And a great variety of stuff as always. Always a good time at Retrocon. And here's all the modern Migos. So many different Migos now that you can collect. It's like, there's just so many. There's, of course, there's some vintage ones in there, of course. And then these, the Grail.
Series 1.
Series 1 of the NECA Trick-or-Treaters. So hard to find. And they were here. A dealer actually had 3 sets. So 3 lucky people went home with those sets. So, which is good because they're hard to find and they're absolutely amazing.
Yeah, those are really cool. I love this little robot, too. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's great. The Green Ghost game. Love that.
Box artwork is great on that.
I know the box. I like the box more than the game.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
box is phenomenal on that thing.
Some cool VHS here. A lot of people collect VHS now, so it's cool to see the different variety that people bring to these.
Some good superhero stuff. There was a ton of good superhero stuff here.
Yes. A lot of wrestling stuff, too.
Yeah, I think the further out west in the state, though, like, wrestling stuff gets crazy. I know we did one show where it was, like, 90% wrestling stuff. It was, like...
Yeah, and once you hit Ohio, it's really heavy
they
on
love
the
their
wrestling
wrestling
figure.
out there, yeah.
And,
They
like,
do.
all the guests at the toy shows are wrestlers. Like, they love it in
Yeah,
Ohio.
Toy Ohio, that was the one.
Yeah, Toy Ohio.
Toy Ohio was, like, heavy on wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
I remember I saw, like, 12 Ultimate Warrior buddies. I'm like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, I think you started counting them after a little bit.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And then I think you got to 12.
There's some carded food fighters right there on the wall.
My Pet Monster.
Yep,
I love him. He's so cute.
Of course. I loved him when I was a little kid.
It was a great toy.
I'm surprised I don't have one now. But again, I don't know. It's weird. I don't have a lot of stuff from when I was a kid.
I know, once in a while, you're like, I feel like I need this back in my life. And then you're like, it's time for him to move on to another home. That Alf was cool. It says he's not house trained.
Yeah.
You can't really see his sign, but
Giant carnival prize Alf.
so awesome.
That was a big deal for somebody back in the day, for sure.
It would have been a big deal for me. I would have freaked out. I loved Alf, and I still love Alf. But when I was little, I was just absolutely fanatical for him.
You see that sign? Please do not play with toys.
Yeah, that's a real...
It's like, hey, we're at a toy show here, buddy.
It feels like a trap.
If anything, this is the place to play with toys. I believe that's the cosplayer that won the contest right there, the strawberry shortcake.
That was a cool costume.
I think she won, so congratulations to her on the win.
Yeah, a lot of really impressive cosplay at this.
Of course, some classic. I'm back at the Halloween stand now.
Yes,
Let me
we've
see
come
what I
full
missed.
circle.
I love that one.
That's a classic.
That is a great. Yeah, I don't collect the die cut stuff too much. I have a couple, but not many. You can go crazy collecting Halloween stuff, and I have an okay collection, but I've seen some mind-blowing collections of vintage Halloween.
Yeah. That's right.
Is that your favorite thing that you found here?
Yes.
The shark. Why?
I don't know, like is this Imperial that made this?
Nah, it says like made in China on it.
Oh, never mind. But like, the kind of fun you get with like the Imperial Godzillas. I love that. I just love weird toys. These are like the things you had when you were a kid that like, you just got at the store because you wanted something. Your parents were like, no, you can't get that, you can't get that, you can't get that. But you can have the shark. The shark was like 50 cents or something. So, and he's cool, like. It's cute. Wait. I'm gonna torture you with it on the way home.
All right, fine.
I just said torture it. We're here at Retrocon with Amber and Abel. We got some goodies here. Say hi. You guys both love Ninja Turtles, which I love too. Looks like you found some turtle goodies. Awesome. Nice. I love it. Awesome. It was so nice to meet you, and we'll catch you around. Thank you.
As always, fun. We'll show you some of the few things we picked up. Cool. Always looking for the classic monster stuff. Finally found a few pieces, so which is good. There's panels. This is something you can be at all day long. And, there's a ton of panels and guests. And you can't film the guests though. You get yelled at by security. And so there we go. All right, so another Retrocon in the books.
Another Retrocon in the books. It's always fun. I swear the show gets bigger every year. It's a nice little breeze, actually. It's actually cool around here. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Retrocon, we've been going to it since it started, and it's a great show. It's always, they got, cool people you can meet in the back. There's a lot of great vendors, a lot of cool stuff going on, great cosplay, so bring your money.
Yeah.
And see what we can.
So next year, Retrocon's once a year. And so make your way out here to Oaks next year for next year's Retrocon. And we'll see you soon here for some more spooktacular fun episodes here on
Spectacular.
So here it is, the ridiculously small but very cool haul from Retrocon. I collect very specific stuff, so sometimes the hauls are pretty small because the things I look for you just really don't find very often out there in the wild. But that doesn't mean I didn't get some cool stuff. Let's start with Uncle Fester here, going back to the 1960s. This is the Ben Cooper Uncle Fester mask in excellent condition. I don't have the costume, but when the price is right and the mask is in beautiful condition, you got to pick them up, because a lot of times if you find the costume, sometimes the mask is just totally wrecked or got a lot of cracks and stuff. So if you get a chance to get one of these in great shape, you got to get it. And it's Uncle Fester. Come on, how cool is that? Then we got the creature here. This is the last Ben Cooper creature mask that was made. This one never came with a costume. This was a rack mask only, and it never came with a costume. A lot of times you'll see people put this mask with the old costume, but that's wrong. It didn't go. And the mask is totally different as far as coloring wise. It's got day glow colors and everything, and so this is a rack mask, but still very cool and very hard to find too. Tough mask to find. The other one's way harder though, so if you see the one with the day glow colors, grab that no matter what. But still, this is a tough one. Something weird. Huge fan of this. Can't show you the back because, well, you guys are probably a little too immature for that. We got some muscle figures that I grabbed from my brother. These are the larger ones from Japan, and he loves those, so I grabbed those. This is a Ben Cooper mummy from the 1970s. Came in the blue box, this one, and I mean the condition is insane. I have this, but it was $15, and in this shape, not a single crack at all on it. It's got the string intact, absolutely beautiful. Unbelievable to see them in this shape, so that was a no-brainer. This is actually the last Collegeville Frankenstein mask that they made. This is from 1992, right here. A lot of people think this mask is way older, but it's 1992, and it's the last one that they made with the vacuum form face. So not one you come across very often. And he was $10, and I didn't have him, so it was cool.
And then finally, my dad. So there it is, the haul from Retrocon.